What is up, YouTube? Hello, Party Parrots. I have some, I don't know, maybe terrible news for some of you. I actually have a Dragon of the Moon deck that I really liked. I didn't want to make a deck with this card. I thought this card was terrible. Everyone seems to think this card's terrible. I don't think this card is great. Let me just start with that. I think that I would not be surprised at all if this card goes from a 3-2 to a 3-4 in like the next OTA. Just like Zombie Scarlet Witch. Powerful effect, but a 3-2 stat line is just not it with that. What is Dragon of the Moon, though? There are 3-2 with the on reveal. Steal 1 power from even costed cards in all hands. And yeah, like, so if your opponent has 2 or 3 even costed cards, we might have one. We're kind of built to not have even costed cards. We have like 3 in the deck. That's like, you know, 2 or 3 cards. It's gonna be like a 3-5. Yeah, if they play it out. It's not amazing, but this deck felt really good, especially in this meta. I went 11-4 against players, even more against bots, but that's not super relevant. And I'm going to break down exactly what's doing it. But first, we have a giveaway. So if you want to be entered into the Season Pass giveaway, all you need to do is let me know how you feel about Dragon of the Moon. Let me know if you think that this is, a good card, if you think he's unplayable, if you think he should get buffed, if you think he's not the kind of card that should get buffed. Just let me know in a comment down below. Also, make sure you are subscribed, hit that like button as well. You'll be entered into it. So, what is this deck doing, and why did I think it's really good right now? Well, way back when Hydro Man came out, like 2 months, so way back when, I played a Hydro Man Darkhawk list, and I really liked it. I still think that deck is really good. And I was looking at Dragon of the Moon, and then I looked back at that Darkhawk deck, and I said, "Wait a minute, Dragon of the Moon looks really good in that. All we need to do is kind of switch instead of Darkhawk, Korg, and Terrax. Instead, we play Ronan, Iceman, and Master Mold." So I made those switches, and Dragon of the Moon and instead of Black Widow, made those switches, and the deck did super great. What we're doing is you're really built around these kind of big 5 drops, right? So what you want to do is play like Hydro Man or Ronin, uh, or Iron Man on turn 5, and then like Mystique it with some other support cards. Really, the best thing to do is play Hydro Man on turn 5, and then either you have like a 1-drop Ronin or Iron Man, which is amazing, or you just play an Iron Man and then whatever you drew for the turn. Like a 1-drop Mystique is phenomenal. A 1-drop Master Mold is actually really good. 1-drop Shadow King is kind of insane. You see where I'm going with this. All these cards that cost 1 are just so good. Yeah, we're not doing anything to break the symmetry on this card. So your opponents will set the top card of their deck equal to 1, but kind of how I've been seeing decks, like with all the like Lockjaw, Kitty Pride stuff running around. There's like most people decks are playing mostly low cost things anyways, unless you're playing against a ramp deck. You got to be a little careful then. But even like the ramp decks, like sometimes you just want to play a big 6-drop on turn 6. So that's what we're doing here. And why I think this deck is particularly great in this meta is Master Mold. Like, there's so many games where people are playing like Merlin on 2. You play Master Mold, they don't draw for the rest of the game. Maybe on like turn 5, they finally play enough cards, but they miss 2 or 3 draws. It's almost better than like the Darkhawk shell because Prowler people are playing. People are playing like Mirage or Victoria hand decks. People are playing, like I said, Prowler, Merlin, like all these cards that add more cards to your hand, Master Mold destroys those. And then you have the Master Mold into Dragon of the Moon. It's actually very real. It's not amazing. I still think Dragon of the Moon could get a couple buffs, but it is real. Like if you have Dragon of the Moon, play this deck. It did so well for me. What is the rest of this deck doing? Well, just like Master Mold, we also have Iceman, who got recently changed in the latest OTA. You now see what you hit from your opponent, which feels awesome. Iceman is very, very strong now, just like Spider Ham. I loved playing Iceman. And that's not the only reason. Of course, you can get their cards stuck in their hand, so your Ronin is bigger. That's the other thing is because of how this is going, you're going to watch games where on the last turn of the game, my opponent has 6 or 7 cards in hand, even after playing like 3 or 4 cards out, just because that's how like the meta is. Ronin is very big. I've played against like chamber decks where he was just bigger than like whatever 16 power Giganto they were playing. And I'm like, this doesn't feel, he had like 17 power. I'm like, this does not feel fair. Then we have as well as Hydro Man, the other thing you can be doing is Anti-Venom. Just like all of these cards are great costing 1, they're also great costing 0. Iron Man especially, but like Dragon of the Moon is fine as a 0/0. Shadow King is great as a 0/0. Mystique, see where I'm going with that. Luke Cage can cancel out that Anti-Venom. Also kind of works if our Dragon of the Moon like hits our Ravona or hits our Anti-Venom. Whatever, that's just a point to the dragon, and then Luke Cage gets rid of that effect. We're not hard on the afflict stuff, as you can see, but he is really great into here. Also really good into like the Lockheed stuff that's running around. Shadow King is kind of the other end of that. You can like Shadow King away your 0/0. Mystique copies that Iron Man or Ronan, and then Esme is like the backup to the backup to the backup. Where, yeah, I mean, it's not like that far back because you usually would just play Esme on turn 3. Sometimes you get an Iron Man, that's awesome, snap them. You can play like Esme into Anti-Venom, into Hydro Man, and you're just off to the races. You're going to have so much ability to play like 5 drops, 3 drops, 0 drops, 1 drops. Crazy, and it could be literally anything. So, and then Ravona, you're not always going to have those Hydromans and stuff, or those, you'll draw those big cards anyways. So you play like Ravona to get that 4-cost Iron Man, and then you play Hydro Man to play like Ronin into 1-cost Mystique. A lot of great stuff. But I'm not going to hold this up any longer. I know you guys actually want to see the gameplay. Yeah, it's pretty amazing that Dragon of the Moon felt this good. Make sure to enter that giveaway. Let me know how you feel about Dragon of the Moon, and let's get into it. All right, here we go. We're doing it. We are doing it, chat. We have Master Mold into Dragon of the Moon. We've got Luke Cage. Dream Dimension means it's going to be hard for them to play out cards. Oh my god, and this is... They're not even getting Merlin spells? We filled their hand... Oh, no, wait. Oh, we looked at a 1. Okay. They're missing a draw, though. So we do this. It's going to hit one of our cards and at least 2 of their cards because they have priority. This is actually great. Is Master Mold the Merlin breaker we need? Sure. Oh my gosh. This is an insanely big Dragon of the Moon, huh? 8 power? Alright, so let's do this. And then... I really want to draw Anti-Venom. Agent Carter. Okay. Well, we're not playing for left, that's for sure. Can they get rid of the Dream Dimension? That would be... They can! Wow, they had one card, huh? That's actually kind of unfortunate. I would have much rather had that go right, but I digress. Okay. So now we play Ronin. Just kidding, we play Hydro Man? And then we play Ronin? And whatever we draw? Yeah. They might... I don't even think they're drawing cards. They're not even drawing cards at this point. They might draw a card this turn, but... yeah, I feel like we gotta play the Hydro Man middle. I want to play a right to just be like, here, we're good, but... Okay. This has got to be a skill, right? Because if not, then... Oh, the end of turn. Go left. Wait. Wait, this is really good for us. They do have extra energy, though. Very important to note. I went right. Okay. Alright, what do we draw? Ravona's not great, but... Definitely wanted pretty much anything else. Iceman would have been equally bad, but Shadow King would have been great. Shadow King. Actually play for left with that. But I mean, this is probably fine. They do have a lot of extra energy, which is really scary. But what are they going to do with it? Is there a world where we Iron Man instead of Ronin? I don't think so. Yeah! They're out of here! Dragon of the Moon! Alright. Nova Roma is a great one. Now we have... Oh my god, this is... Why is this deck working? Why is this deck actually working for us? Oh my god. Yep. Yep. This is sure something that you're allowed to do, huh? Go for it, opponent. You know, live your dream. We get to go Master Mold into Dragon of the Moon, Anti-Venom. We have all of our 5-drops still in this deck for the Anti-Venom. Granted, there will be 2 more draws before we play anything, but... Lockheed, yep. Boom, boom. Gladiator. Do we play the Gladiator? Nah, let's just stick to the plan. Actually, this is tough. So they have Lockheed here. You know what? Let's just play Luke Cage. Let's just play Luke Cage because we can Shadow King in the middle here. Never mind, I'm gonna Shadow King right. I should have played the dragon. That's alright. Yeah, this Shadow King right is gonna be insane in the membrane. So we play this and this. Sure. They did not go for the zombie giant man. Oh, we hit the 2 sentinels, which means the Dragon of the Moon actually might not hit anything. Okay, it hit 4 things, so that was not true. We can do this, and then next turn, Shadow King. No. Maybe. Yes. We do this here. Okay, so opponent throws everything into that lane. How do they win another lane? I am confused. No, maybe this was wrong. Do they ever have more than 8 power? Oh! Yeah, I think it was Anti-Venom. I don't think they play for right. Oh my god! I was right? Oh my god, as long as this... That's hilarious. That is hilarious. See ya, opponent! Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I had to play the zombie giant man there to counter. Alright, Leah coming down here. It means Shadow King's gonna be good. I would love to have had extra points here. What is this gonna be? Marvel Boy here? Shadow King's pretty insane. What else could it be? It's just Merlin. Yeah, there's the Marvel Boy. Again, we have Shadow King, which is really nice, but we need to get something we can play here. So just don't hit our 4 or 5 drop. We're 66% to be okay. Yeah, that's fine. I can play that, so... Luke Cage is going to be a little insane here against this Clea. And then we just don't want to draw... Well, wait a minute. 7 cards in hand? Yeah, okay. So they did not fill their hand, but they are getting close there. Just don't want to draw Iron Man. I think Anti-Venom's our best draw. Oh my god, this Shadow King is insane. Yep. Alright, Anti-Venom, please. Anti-venom one time. Nope. Alright, we play this, and then next turn we play... I think we're actually playing the Ronan. Well... Wow! Unlucky! We still have Shadow King, though, so we're okay. Shadow King should basically win us middle. So we just want to play... What exactly? Terrible hit. Our draws did not come together. But that's okay, because we get to play Ronan left, and then Mystique left, Shadow King middle. Let's think. How much points is this? 2, 4, 6. We have 2, 6, 9, 10. Yeah. Werewolf, flames. Okay. Ronan is very big. And then we play Mystique Shadow King. Okay. Opponent was playing out Sentinels. I think they should have been playing out anything else. So we'll see. That's 8, 10, 13 power we have. Opponent currently has how much points middle? I'm just worried that this werewolf gets too big, right? That's really the only thing that gets us here. If they end with a flames left, we might be in trouble. That's about it, though. Unfortunately, it's kind of the best we could... Oh, if we just... Obviously, this Luke Cage was just insane, but the deafening chord was too much. Okay. Flames. Okay, we're winning middle. What is this? Oh. They ended... No, this is probably, like, Sentinel. Wait. Keep in mind, the Clea triggers one more time. We go up 4. Got him! Absolute insanity. Alright, there's the old Dragon of the Moon. Opponent plays Hood. I wonder if they are playing a Shallow Lockjaw deck. In which case, Master Mold is kind of insane. Honestly, Iceman is kind of insane. Let's do this. Hopefully we can hit a 1-drop into a 2-drop? Or a 3-drop into a 4-drop? We did! Okay. So, next turn we just play Dragon of the Moon. They gotta have Quake, right? That's what's going on here. Okay, if this is Quake... Well, either way, I think we can just play this Dragon middle. No? This is weird. Okay. This is a weird one. Let's see, what comes up? Living Tribunal? So we just need to play for 2 lanes now? Forge. I like Forge. Let's do this. Yeah. Okay, Merlin, Merles McGirls, and Majestic Wingbeat. So, we want to hit a big 5-drop. So that way we can... Okay, that's a big 5-drop. So we play this left, and then we play Mystique middle, Shadow King left, and that should be enough. Yep. Okay. This should be enough. obviously, we missed out on our Dragon of the Moon trigger. I should have played the Dragon of the Moon middle. That was a huge mistake on our part. But I think we're okay. I wish I could play this Master Mold. If we had like 7 energies so we could do this, this, and this, I would. I would in a heartbeat. But okay. I don't know if they have enough power. We're removing so much. Yeah, I mean, with this being Mystique, it's enough. There's no world this isn't. Okay. GG. Got there. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're good. We're good. Never worried. Alright, new and improved Iceman. Let's see what you got for us. No Valentina. Valentina means what? That was a good spot to put it. Then we'll play this, and then we've got Esme. Opponent's hand is now filled. Ooh. Alright, I guess we're doing this. This got weird. This got a little weird, I'd say. So we gotta like Iron Man Mystique here. Which I think means we just play Anti-Venom. And then it's Iron Man, and then it's Ronan. Alright, what comes up? Ebony Mob? Okay. Whoa. That's weird. I think that's good for us, though. So the way that this works, if you don't know, when there's multiple Nexuses, you want to put the most power left. And I think this is just more points than what they're doing. It's 17. Yeah, it's way more points. Got him. All right, Joel, what do you got for us? Normal size deck. Got the Ravona for this Iron Man. All we're missing is a little Dragon of the Moon here action. Iceman. That's a 6-drop blink. All right, looks like our opponent's playing. Ooh, Mindscape is awkward. Although, we get this on turn 4 and then Mystique. Looks like they're playing the ramp list. So let's play this Shore, and then Iron Man Shore, and then Mystique. Might as well, right? Ronan. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of ramp. They're not going to be able to get rid of all of these unless they have like a crazy Enchantress, huh? Well, they're probably playing Enchantress, but we do still have to do this. Maybe not. And we get to play both of these next turn? Wait a minute.
Iron Man.
Wait just a second.
I am Iron Man.
Okay. We'll see if they can't get rid of this Electro, this Ronan is insane. It's really just, does our opponent have... The other thing that we can do is play around Enchantress, right? By doing this. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think we're really far ahead, so let's not lose to an Enchantress here. Hulkling. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, we're good. Yep, we are good. They didn't have the Enchantress, but this play still very much wins, so... Oh, they did have the Enchantress. They just elected not to play it, eh? So, if we play... Agent Venom middle, it's just the most amount of points we can do. Yep. Alright. We got there! Oh god. Dragon of the Moon, the new meta. Alright, I like what I'm looking at here. All of our big cards being in our deck to start means these... That's pretty nice too. This probably means that Master Mold. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's a mirror. It happened. I can't believe it. But it happened. Malekith? Okay, they're playing something a little bit different, I would say. I don't know how different, but not that different. So this is... It puts 2 cards in my hand? That's alright. Okay, they're playing Diamondback. They're doing something a little bit different, and we've got this Iron Man and Luke Cage, so I think we're good. We can play... this, and then... Okay, they're just out of here. This was about to be absolutely insane.